Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. This is actually really important. I'm not being hyperbolic here, this is legitimately really important. We have victims of a crime that are in desperate need of your help. Now, full credit for this information goes to YouTuber Sid Alpha, who appears to be the one breaking this story, as he seems to be the only YouTuber that's made a video covering this so far. Link to his video will be in the description and in the comment section down below. Please watch his video for full context, because I'm going to be giving an overly simplified version of events here. If you want the full, in-detail context, please go watch his video. But what the hell is actually going on here? A group of indie video game developers have had their money stolen by their publisher. You thought Activision, EA, Konami were bad? Say hello to the Game Wall Studios. Now, Ammo Box Studios, the victims of this situation, are the indie developers of the game Eximius? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Eximius seized the front line.
And recently, they were forced to file a DMCA copyright takedown strike on Steam against their own game. Yes, I'm not joking here, they DMCA'd their own game. Why would they do that? Because their publisher, the Game Wall Studios, have been stealing all of the sales from the game since it launched on Steam Early Access, which was all the way back in September 2018. The game Eximius, or Eximius, however you pronounce it,
Eximius,
has been up for about 4 months now. In these past 4 months, the developers, Ammo Box Studios, haven't seen a penny from the game. Their own product that they created. The publishers had no hand in making this. All the money that their game has made over the past 4 months, they haven't seen a penny of it. Their publisher, the Game Wall Studios, remember this name. The Game Wall Studios was keeping the entirety of sales revenue. Instead of just taking their cut, taking their percentage as publisher, they took everything. This publisher, the Game Wall Studios, is literally breaking the law. They are actual criminals, they are thieves, stealing the money that these developers are owed. So left with little other choice at the time, Ammo Box Studios DMCA'd their own game. What a world we live in. What a crazy timeline this is. But this story, this drama, this controversy gets even better, or worse, depending on your perspective. You see, the developers of Eximius, or however you pronounce it.
Eximius.
The developers, Ammo Box Studios, are such massive fucking legends and just absolute fucking units that despite not being paid for the past 4 months, despite their publishers stealing from them, these guys kept working on the game, providing bug fixes, hot fixes, content updates. They've been paying out of pocket and are now in debt in order to further support their game and their community. They even hosted a tournament of the game for their community, again, out of their own pockets. These developers are so passionate about their game, and they love their community so much that they're putting themselves at financial risk in order to keep working on their game, supporting their game, and supporting their community. Ammo Box Studios, you guys are the MVPs. Absolute units, massive fucking legends. You deserve our respect and our support. But before we get more into that, we have to talk about this publisher, the Game Wall Studios. Please, I implore you, spread and share Sid Alpha's video around. Get the word out there on YouTube, on Twitter, on Reddit, on Facebook. Share this information. Let it spread like wildfire. Even though you guys know I have my disagreements with certain other YouTubers, like Young Yeah, Jim Sterling, and Angry Joe, get this information to them. They need to hear about this, they need to report on this, they need to make videos on this. Not just so everyone can hear about how awesome Ammo Box Studios is, and that you should support their game, but to let other gamers, and more importantly, other independent developers know to stay as far the fuck away from the publisher, the Game Wall Studios. And that we need to get legal bodies involved in this. I'm talking lawyers, I'm talking police. The Game Wall Studios are, in fact, and this is not hyperbole, criminals. They are breaking the law. They are thieves. They are duping, deceiving innocent independent video game developers into letting them publish their games and then take all of the revenue. This cannot go unpunished. These absolute scumbags at the Game Wall Studios need to see some fucking jail time. So please, spread this story, spread this information any way you can, whether it's sharing my video, Sid Alpha's video, especially Sid Alpha's video. Let everyone you know that could possibly help in this situation know. Beware of the publisher, the Game Wall Studios. And let's get the collective, vindictive might of the internet on their asses. This is no joke. This is not hyperbole. These guys are literally the worst video game publishers in existence. They are worse than Activision, worse than EA, worse than Konami. Sure, we say in jest and in spite that Activision, EA, and Konami are criminals. But the Game Wall Studios? This publisher, these people are actual legit criminals. I need you all to take that spite and that hate you have for video game publishers like Activision, EA, and Konami and fucking focus that on the Game Wall Studios. Do not let these thieving fucks get away with this. But now, however, just as important, please show some love and support for the developers, Ammo Box Studios, and their game Eximius or Eximius, however the hell you pronounce that.
Eximius.
Because their game is actually really cool and shows a lot of potential. I will be purchasing it in order to help support the developers, and I encourage you all to do the same. It's $34 Canadian on Steam. I will be purchasing this game. I will be supporting the devs. Again, not just because these are some awesome people that have fallen on hard times, they are victims of a crime and deserve some support, but also because they've got a really good and really cool game on their hands here. It's an interesting hybrid between a first-person shooter and an RTS. The description of the game reads, Eximius, or Eximius, however the hell you pronounce it,
Eximius,
is an FPS RTS hybrid that focuses on squad-based combat. The game features an intense 5v5 multiplayer experience with each team comprising of 4 squad officers and 1 commander. There's a lot of really cool stuff here, a lot of passion, a lot of creativity. And for an indie developer with an early access game, what's already on offer in the game in its current state is pretty impressive. And it's even more impressive considering the fact that these devs, these guys put themselves in debt, took money out of their own pockets to continue to develop, support, and fix the game over the 4 months they weren't being paid. And when you take that context into consideration, these devs in this game is pretty fucking badass. Eximius, however the hell you pronounce it,
Eximius,
and these developers, Ammo Box Studios, show so much potential, but they need our help. They need the collective support of the video game community. It's time for the community to come together once again and make a grand display of that positive, loving, selfless side of itself again. Ammo Box Studios needs our help, folks. Not just with kind words. We need to give them some money. They need financial help. Buy their games, send donations, GoFundMe, whatever you can. They also need legal help. We need as many lawyers and cops on this as we can get. Let's throw the book at the Game Wall Studios. Let's get Ammo Box Studios the money they are owed, and let's get the Game Wall Studios the jail time they are owed. I cannot emphasize this enough. Spread and share this information. Get other YouTubers like Young Yeah, Jim Sterling, Angry Joe on this shit. I want to see some hashtags spreading on Twitter. I want to see those Reddit posts start mounting the fuck up. Come on, troops, get it in gear. This is the real deal here. No virtue signaling, no moral fagging. An actual crime has taken place. We have victims who need financial support, and we got a group of lying crooks out on the loose right now. So do anything and everything you can to get this information, get this story, get this drama, this controversy out there. Alright, I've done my part. It's up to all of you now. Let's do some good, eh? Anyways, that's been a video. I'll see you all later. And Ammo Box Studios, personal message from me, you guys are badass. Hang in there.